Being able to have that sudden change of pace with the ball is actually more foundational than people think. With a change of pace, you can basically do anything from creating space and controlling the tempo of a game to beating a player in a 1v1. And a lot of people think a change of pace is just for fast attacking players, when really having a change of pace is less to do with how fast you are and more to do with how you're able to change between different speeds. Of course, being a faster player does help because you have more of a wider range in terms of moving at different speeds, but still, if you're not the fastest or the quickest player, that doesn't mean you can't have a change of pace. It just means you need to work on your ability to shift between gears so defenders can't predict you. Now, I find that the main key for having a change of pace be so effective, especially in things like 1v1s, is how you slow the defender down at the start. If you're already moving fairly fast with the ball, then the defender is already moving fast as well. So if you try to go up a gear in terms of speed, chances are the defender can match that and find it easier to make a tackle on you. Unless of course you're consistently changing direction, but that's something kind of separate that we will cover in another video. But instead of always moving fast and then having to go up another gear, which is still perfectly fine, I feel like a change of pace is more effective if you really slow down with the ball almost at a walking pace or sometimes even a dead stop. And we've seen top players do this pretty much all the time. Players like Doué, Lamau, Mbappe, Salah, they're all very good at slowing down the defender, almost relaxing with the ball, and so the defender starts to slow their feet down and is put almost in a false sense of security. And that's what you want, because when you change pace, the defender will find it harder, well, not necessarily harder, but the defender doesn't really want to run again after you've just slowed him down. And this also ties in a bit to how the art of acceleration works, which again I'll talk about in a future video. Now granted, I named a few players that are naturally pretty fast. However, if you happen to be someone that isn't blessed with pace, you can still achieve this and have a good turn of pace. And a player that's a great example is Sergio Busquets. He's extremely good at dictating the tempo of a game because he's able to slow down a game when he wants to with his touches and movement with the ball, but he's also able to speed up the game when he wants to. So he's just one of a few examples. Other players like Luka Modric, Pedri, De Bruyne, again, are not the fastest, but you can see in their game that they can show a change of pace. Now, we've spoken about the importance of having a change of pace in general to beat players and control the game, but having a change of pace combined with a bit of trickery and skill is where you can really become a seriously dangerous player, especially if you're a winger. It's not enough sometimes to just be a really skillful player, especially in today's game where players are a lot more physical and athletic. You are going to need that change of pace to make your ability more effective, especially in 1v1s. A good example is the one-step push. Because this combines skill, which is a step over, with a strong change of pace, if you were to perform the one-step push without having that change of pace afterwards, then it wouldn't nearly be as effective. So make sure you're working on combining your skill and ability with having a change of pace. And again, this is very closely tied with acceleration, which I will definitely cover in a future lesson, because understanding acceleration and how it works is super important. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Just a short lesson on how important a change of pace is. And again, you don't need to be the fastest player to have a change of pace. You just need to be able to separate your speeds. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.